I appreciate all the love everybody's been showing on the videos, by the way. It's crazy how much this channel has been growing in just the past like few weeks or so. Just shout out to the people watching the streams and keeping up with the videos and everything like that. But I'm not going to hold you guys up. We've got a new update on our man Nova. Shout out to Smokey MC. I've been watching his videos for a long time before I started kind of, you know, wanting to watch some of these videos and stuff with you guys. But leave a like, comment, subscribe, and let's see what's going on with our boy Nova.
Possibly be the worst streamer on the face of the internet. On top of that, he's also a massive chome. He's a known Discord predator who would harbor minors inside of his server just so he could talk to them about his diaper fetish, sending them pictures of his pacifiers. He was part of a Facebook group for baby furs, whatever the fuck that means. I don't even want to imagine what that could entail, but Nova hates.
No, I completely forgot about Nova's like diaper arc. You know, right now the arc is like if he's on like Ozempic or not. He's got these like food challenges that he's doing. You know, we were covering how dirty his room was on the last episode. You know, it's kind of like a Nova series, you know what I mean? But yeah, I forgot this was a whole part of his arc for real.
It's when people bring this stuff up, because in his mind, it's all false. Everything's fake. People are just lying on his name, when that is not the fact by any means. And if you're new to this story, then I'll link some videos down in the description so you can go and see that these situations have happened time and time again. But again, in Nova's mind, it's all a false narrative.
It's all just AI, guys. It's all just AI.
Just to torment him, when no, nobody would be going after him or even talking about him had none of this shit ever came out. But that's just a little bit of a debriefing I wanted to give at the beginning of the video, because in today's video, you're gonna see Nova doing live streams again. Off the guy. What is happening here? In this video you've been seeing on screen for the past few minutes, well, he took this down a few weight gain happening from February to August, and he's trying to say that there's been steady weight loss since back in February. No, Nova ballooned up big time in the summer, and then sometime randomly in the last few months, weight just started flying off the guy. What is happening here? In this video you've been seeing on screen for the past few minutes, well, he took this down a few days after putting it out because a lot of people.
Wait, are you kidding me? That's actually Nova. I don't know about you guys. Correct me. Let me know what you guys thought about. I thought this was an AI like thing that somebody put of Nova, like, you know, doing some like stuff. I didn't know this was an actual video. That's okay. That's crazy. He's definitely lost some weight.
Like really thin, like a lot thinner than people even expected you to. You kind of look a bit sickly even. Now, obviously, losing a big amount of weight is something to be proud of, and Nova, knowing the guy he is, would gladly be showing people every step of the way of his weight loss journey.
Yeah, he definitely will.
All we get to see from Nova over on his TikTok is him still eating tons of fast food. He has these weird sores that keep appearing on his arm. He's even saying that his arm hurts so much, and he chalks it up to the fact that he had to lift up some water bottles earlier, so that's why his arm hurt for days on end. He's getting sick pretty often, but he just wants you to believe that this major weight loss has been brought on by him making very slight alterations in his diet, like drinking different kind of milk. I don't know. I don't know what's.
I don't know. I've seen the Nova reviews. He's still eating large amounts of food. Like, you know, if he does like a pizza review, he's not just trying one type of pizza. He's got the pizza. He's got the wings. He's got a big Dr. Pepper. I think Nova likes Mr. Pibb. You know what I'm saying? He's got the breadsticks, and he's got the, you know, the brownie or whatever comes with it. He's got the whole package all.
Here, but he's looking more and more thin in every video. Yet he's eating and drinking the same way, and he hasn't left his house in months, so again, you guys in the comments tried to hypothesize on this last week. Let me know again, what do you think is going on here? But let's go over to Nova's TikTok page and let's see how his week's been going. Because
let's do it. Let's see what's going on.
Back to doing food reviews, drinking a bunch of Coca-Cola. He's also afraid to show his room still. He'll show it on and off, but then eventually go back to the green screen when he feels self-conscious because of just how much of a mess it is. But I promise you, you guys are going to want to stick around to the end of this video.
What's up to y'all popping in? Hope y'all having a great day.
It's very true. He is one raging chome. I'll give you a little bit of a sneak peek right now.
Fuck off! Oh shit! That's an NPC. No!
that aim was atrocious. Like, I can't talk too much. I mean, I'm sure if y'all have seen me on the lives, like playing League, sometimes I will have some disastrous games. Now, I'm really good, but sometimes I'll have disastrous games, you know. It happens. But I mean, that aim was terrible. I used to play a lot of Call of Duty. Oh man, if somebody saw you on the kill cam doing something like that, oh, you're getting roasted. No one's gonna have any trust in you. Let's say that.
Mountain Dew versus knockoff Mountain Dew. Which one tastes better? We're about to find out. Since my orange...
Is it just me? I didn't know knockoff Mountain Dew existed. Like, what drink would that be? That's interesting. We're about to see, but...
soda video did so well. If you've grown up in the Pacific Northwest like I am, you may have heard of Merchant's Craft. Now, this is our basically knockoff soda dupe in the Pacific Northwest. So, yeah, this specific one is called Mountain Splash, which is obviously a knockoff of Mountain Dew. So let's crack open the Mountain Dew.
Is it really?
Exclusive property of the NovaOnline universe on TikTok. Smells like Mountain Dew. And it tastes like a typical Mountain Dew. Now time for the Merchant's Craft knockoff version. Okay. This is like super sour compared to the normal.
I don't know if that's even really supposed to taste like Mountain Dew. Like, I don't know. Just because the flavors have Mountain doesn't mean that, you know, that they're technically like trying to copy Mountain Dew.
Okay.
Gotta do the double take, Nova. That's what we need.
This is disgusting. I'm sorry, but if you're a flavor designer at Merchant's Craft and you designed that Mountain Splash, quit your fucking job. You fucking suck.
Yeah, if anyone knows about sucking at their job, it's this guy right here, who's back on his kick of feeling sorry for himself because he can't find a job anymore, which again, we'll get to later on. He's just shitting all over this knockoff Mountain Dew, and this whole video, it only exists because the orange soda one he did last week did really well in his eyes. And of course, this video did not do as well as the Fanta one. I assume that's because people saw him drinking Fanta and were like, he really is the spiritual successor to Chris Chan. Maybe not even spiritually, maybe just the full-on successor. Probably. If it's not Chance, it's him. But already, we're right back to these sugary drink reviews, and again, there's no problem with doing this, but to sit here and say that you've been losing all this weight because you've changed up your diet, when all of your content points to that not being the case at all, I don't know what you want people to believe. His videos, in his mind, are a if you build it, they will come situation. Like, if I open the can, they will come. If I open up the Wingstop box, they will come. Nova's only idea on how to make content is for him to eat or drink in front of the camera. He thinks...
we cannot forget about Nova showering. For some reason, since people didn't think that Nova showers, he figured that the best thing to do was to show us that he's showering by doing shower streams. Apparently that we're not 18 plus conveniently, right, guys? Yeah, so yeah, you know, there is something he does in addition to opening food, but it is true. Nova is 95% opening up food. But like I said, that's what we're here for. I personally watch food videos on YouTube 24/7. Do I watch Nova's food content? Absolutely not. Will I? No. But, you know, I get the appeal.
People come to him for genuine food reviews or for his opinions on these food products when really they just watch this in disbelief going, man, this guy's still doing this shit? He doesn't get his quote-unquote audience at all. But he's not just doing sugary drink reviews. To show you guys that he's been really taking this weight loss seriously, here's a review of water.
Waiakea water versus Voss. Two very expensive waters going head to head. Both were $3.99. Let's go ahead and try out the one I'm most familiar with, Waiakea. Right arm is still sore, so... exclusive property of
the pain in Nova's arm
on TikTok.
Isn't that like exclusive property of Nova on TikTok? I've never seen it stop anybody. I don't know why they think that would like why he thinks stuff. If anything, I think it makes his videos like even funnier, especially that he pre-records them every time instead of just using the same recording. Like when he was sick and his throat was like raspy, he still like just didn't use a pre-recording. I don't know. Like they said, I think it might have been Smokey that said he needs to get associated with our man Cyrax. Cyrax will get him right with the sound design. Nova will hit the sound reviews, a little Cyrax music in the background. Oh, that would be chef's kiss fire, people.
All the time opening this. All right, got it. Ah, fuck. Well, let's try the Waiakea water. Okay, that is so good. And now time for Voss. Let's try this out. Nah. Could just be because it's lukewarm, but this is not a very good water. I prefer the Waiakea water.
Old boy was struggling mightily to open up that water bottle.
Y'all let me know too, like what kind of like waters are y'all drinking? Are y'all big on like having to have your water bottled? And if it is bottled, does it have to be one of those, you know, kind of like pricey, expensive kind of, you know, Fiji waters? Or are you good with like a Dasani? You a person who goes and just gets it out the you know, what's it called? The filtered water, you know what I'm saying? Like you got your Brita, everything like that. Or you a guy that just goes to the sink, gets a little ice, little sink water. Or you a guy that just sticks his head under the sink. I've done all before. All four water methods. I'd say my preferred is probably the Brita with some good ice. But yeah, that's just me.
I don't know what he did to his arm, but apparently it hurts that badly. His hair is also just all over the place in this one. If you're someone who gets in front of a camera every day, I'd at least imagine you want to take some pride in the way you look, but not Nova. That's not the fucking way he rolls. But don't get it twisted. I don't even think he wanted to do a water review. I think he just put this one out right after the Mountain Dew review because he didn't want people to be on his back for still drinking the same shitty stuff he always does while claiming he's on a massive weight loss journey. Again, the weight loss is obvious. The way he's doing it, that's what's unknown.
NovaOnline Universe is signing off. Ow, my arm, fuck. Let's talk about how I have changed my diet and rapidly losing weight.
Okay, let's talk about it.
I do another weigh-in. So many of you know that I went from 280 pounds to 209 pounds, which is a lot over the course of 11 months.
It is.
Again, that is not true. If you were 280 when you started your weight loss journey back in like February of last year, then you were well above 300 pounds by the end of the summer. So at this point, you've lost at least over 100 pounds. And this is only in a few months. Like, you're not being honest about what's going on here. And I don't know if he's trying to be blissfully ignorant, going, wow, this is so awesome, Mom, right? I'm losing all this weight. Well, Gabriel, how are you doing it? Don't ask questions, Mom. Gabe, maybe you should go to the doctor. Mom, shut the fuck up. That's another option here. Maybe he's just completely, like, he's just as confused as the rest of us, but he's trying to be like, well, I guess it's because I slightly tweaked my diet a bit. He's like, oh, it must be because Mom started buying low-fat milk. That's why I'm losing all this weight.
So I'm gonna tell you what I changed.
Now, I can say though, like, milk does have a lot of like calories in it, so I do feel like changing out your milk can actually make a big difference. I mean, 100 pound in less than a year, drastic of a difference? Absolutely not. But you know, milk with it carrying so much like weight and like fat, a lot of stuff, I could see that making a slight difference, you know?
So first off, I have not been eating 3 meals a day. I have only been eating 1 meal a day, which has drastically decreased the amount of calories I have been intaking. I'm also incorporating a lot of water into my diet, specifically these huge Waiakea waters that I get from 7-Eleven. And I've also been cutting out a lot of snacking as well. Now let's do the weigh-in.
No for toes, but 209.
About the same. Hopefully my weight loss does not halt at 209. Hopefully it gets a lot better. But yeah, see, just even changing your diet the littlest bit, like I did, can drop your weight drastically. NovaOnline Universe, signing off.
Brother, I think your toe might be rotting off. What is happening there too? For someone who claims they've been getting a lot of showers recently, no, you have not. Is it just black and blue? You know, I'm sorry for having this on your screen right now.
Yeah,
if you're eating or something. I have a very bad tendency to.
We're going past the toes. We saw those in the last Nova video.
Also, I'm sorry if I'm wincing in pain right now. My arm is so sore from carrying water. So let's try this out. Exclusive property of the NovaOnline universe on TikTok.
Every time that comes up, it just absolutely kills me.
Why does everyone hate on these? They're delicious. I ate that whole thing. It's so good. Next up, we've got the egg roll, and this thing is fat. Let's try it out.
You gotta hit that with some soy sauce, my guy.
And finally, the chicken teriyaki, which they did not give me a fork for, so I'm gonna have to get my own. Let me tell you one thing out of the gate. This smells like shit. But that's not gonna stop me from trying it. Okay.
Just got the broccoli in there.
Okay. It tastes a lot better than it smells.
And so, of course, we're right back to fast food reviews because, as I mentioned, that's all Nova knows. I don't know about you guys, but if my food...
I gotta ask, do y'all consider those like Asian spots that you go to like fast food? I kind of don't. I wouldn't say they're restaurants, but I wouldn't say they're fast food either, you know? Like, it's almost like, would you consider like something like American Deli really like fast food? That's a good question. Because when I think of fast food, I think of like McDonald's, Wendy's, Taco Bell. If you slide in, they've got like a drive-through. They've got normally like a dollar menu type of thing going on.
Smells
I don't know.
like shit.
What y'all think?
I'm not eating it. Like, I'm not one of these people who, you ever seen those clips in movies or whatever where someone tries something and they're like, oh, what is this? This is amazing. And someone's like, oh, it could be octopus or it could be something else. And they're like, ew, I can't eat that now. That's different, you know? I've actually tried that before. I thought it was an onion ring and it ended up being calamari. I asked somebody what it was. They said octopus. I was like, I'm pleasantly surprised. But if I picked up that piece of calamari and it smelled like shit, no, I would never try that. Not in a million years. I don't care if I had a TikTok audience to try to prove something to. But he's got his taco, he's got his giant egg roll, which isn't even that giant. I've seen much bigger egg rolls at Chinese restaurants before. And then that shitty bowl he was eating. Oh, it's taken everything in me not to do a City Walk impersonation right now. Nova's also been saying that he can't do DoorDash because he has a bike, right? And it's broken and he doesn't have the money to go repair it. Okay, like who cares? We know he's not going to do that anyway, but what is he actually spending all of his money on?
Yeah, I was like, we know NovaOnline is not about to be biking around his town. Like, he's not doing that. We already know after the first delivery, he'd be like, I'm going back inside and doing a food review. You probably take their foods, to be honest. Like, let's be real.
He doesn't have any. Well, stupid shit like this. You know, we've talked about it before. This guy has a fascination with buying tons of water bottles. Like, the water bottles are like the thermoses or the drink cups, you know? He loves the shit. He'll drink from it once and you'll never see it again. And of course, this week, he had to buy another one. But this one, there's a bit of a catch. This one isn't for drinking water. This one is for drinking cereal.
I've been wanting this for over a year now, and I finally managed to get my hands on it. Not the color I wanted, but it's still useful nonetheless. This is the Crunch Cup, and I'm gonna review it. Now, one thing I noticed right out the box is that they give you 2 reminders about their 2-year warranty. One on the card, and one on the box. Exclusive property of the NovaOnline universe on TikTok. So, I got the purple color because it was one of the only ones that had overnight delivery from Amazon.
These are kind of cool, you know, a little cereal like to go. Like, I thought that was a pretty good idea because, I mean, you really kind of can like drink cereal if you want to. And that way, I think they have a way it's compartmentalized. So it's like, you know, your cereal doesn't get soggy because you can kind of like pour some cereal and, you know, do what you got to do. I think good move. Yeah.
on. Okay, this is the inside.
This is where you put the milk.
And I need to take off all these.
They are right though. Like, what is going on with his hair? Like, I know he can do something with this. Like, Nova, like, I know you can run a comb through it, or you could at least just run your hands through it and just kind of like do something to it. Like, I'm in desperate need of a haircut. I know this. I'm not one to talk. I need to get my beard cut. We're on that. We already got the appointment set up and everything. But yeah, I mean, he's not even trying. You could see I at least try to pull mine to the back, do something. But hey, it is what it is.
So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to fill this inside reservoir with a cereal. I chose Fruity Pebbles. And now we're just going to fill up this part with some milk. I normally do fat-free, but I only have 1% right now. Alright. So hopefully I did everything right.
And then do you not just pour the cereal in now?
I fucked up already. I need to put this onto the lid, not inside of the cup.
Oh, you kind of like drink a little milk, hit a little cereal. That's what it is. Gotcha.
Here. Whoa, it like floats.
And you put too much milk in there, bud.
Okay, how do I fucking close this thing?
This is some really good
Apparently
content.
this top cap is not supposed to close. Let's try it out, y'all.
That's what you waited over a year for? A cup where you can drink milk with cereal? You could have just gotten a bowl. You could have just gotten one of those many other cups you bought and just poured some milk and cereal in there. I get what this thing is, right? But why? Why did you need this so badly? And it really shows all the stupid shit Nova will spend his money on whenever it comes in, but then he'll be bitching and moaning like he was earlier this summer to kids in his Discord saying he needed $900 to pay his mom for rent. But, you know, that's not important, you know? Cereal cups. Fucking cereal cups. He did other videos this week where he was, you know, reviewing Coca-Cola, saying which one's better, vanilla or cherry. Spoiler, I don't know what he said, but I can tell you right now, it's vanilla. You can see some of those sores on his arm I was talking about in this video, and then he kind of realizes, oh shit, I can't show what my room looks like anymore because it's a fucking mess despite showing it all the time, so green screen time again.
No.
And what's he doing in this green screen video? Well, he's eating Indian food again, so nothing ever changes. It really doesn't. It's just all him eating. If you ever click on his TikTok, you will literally see nothing but him sometimes opening up Pokemon cards, sometimes playing video games, but you won't get...
And come on, Nova, you gotta hit that with some rice or something to cut it. You can't just like, I don't know if that's curry or what it is, but you know, you can't just eat it straight up. You gotta hit it with some rice or something, man.
See the video.
Yeah.
Sitting there playing the game. It's a really odd content concept, but it works in his mind. Or you'll just see him, as I've mentioned many times, eating. That's Nova's TikToks right there, but that's not what his streams have been like lately, because his streams have just been a wasteland of people getting banned left and right in his chat and him freaking out the entire time it's going on. And before I play any of
We're gonna have to peep a Nova live sometime.
Clips, go over and subscribe to the Chin Universe. You can go to Chin's channel to see what Nova's up to without having to go to Nova's actual channels, and it's hilarious that now Chin is the #1 subscribed, like the most subscribed Nova posting account here on YouTube. More subscribers than Nova himself. Good on you, Chin. Oh, and I forgot to mention.
Nah, that's crazy when like the person that everybody is making content on has less views than the people making the content on him. Like that if anything says lol cow, it's gotta be that. Like that's crazy. They refuse to go and tune into your actual channel, but they'll tune into whoever reposts your stuff. that's tough. But I mean, I can't really feel bad for Nova, you know, based off of some of the actions and things that he's done, you know. And also too, like, I mean, let's be real here. Nova still has a bigger following than me, and probably many of you watching, probably most of you watching. I mean, like, you know, so even though he's done some terrible things in his time, like, Nova, if he really wanted to, probably could hunker down and like make enough money on content to live. Maybe he already does, because as we know, I've never seen an occurrence of Nova having a job. So I don't know, is it his mom? You guys might know the answer to this Nova lore, but like, is he living with his mom? I wouldn't be surprised if he was living with his mom, but either way, what I'm saying is he clearly doesn't have a job. So he's paying for all this stuff somehow. Either somebody's giving it to him, or it's coming from, I don't know, maybe all of these TikTok likes we see right there.
Also did a review eating a bunch of seafood, I believe fish and chips, because yet again, what else do you expect him to do? Now though, let's get to these stream clips, because it is quite a doozy. What's going on here?
First comment of the day, and I already get to send someone to Pound Town. I have to send so many people to Pound Town and I haven't even started. Why haven't you minded your own business yet? Do you want to be sent to Pound Town? How about a new stream idea, minding your own fucking business? Don't take this the wrong way, but it's really nice.
Nah, I gotta go to a Nova stream.
Streaming on PSN. I don't stream on TikTok anymore due to the fact that people are being extremely sexual in my comments. I've been blocking words, but people use Zalgo text to bypass the filters. Oh god fucking damn it. Blame my former coworkers on why I swear so much. Alright, Fortnite's fucking up, so I'm hopping off. I gotta...
That's just a couple of the highlights from one of his streams right before he rage quits it. He only does these streams for like a half an hour at a time, sometimes less, sometimes a little more. But he talks about a lot of the situations going on in his life, such as banning words in his chat, but now people are able to get around it by using Zalgo text. Now the words he has banned are words like predator, Chome. I'm pretty sure maybe me and Kiwi's name is banned too. I'm not entirely sure all the words he has banned, but 9 times out of 10, it's people calling him out on the creepy shit he's done in the past, which to Nova is a big like, you're not allowed to do that. We're only here to talk about how awesome I am, and how dare you bring up the fact that he is indeed a predator. He says that he curses so much because of the old coworkers of his, which it's always someone else's fault. Everything in Nova's life is always falls on the shoulders of someone else. You can see him getting killed by this kid in Fortnite here, when Nova easily should have had this kid dead. He makes like a big... Nah,
these guys who cover Nova really are the best. They really be killing me. They just find the most creative ways to like Deuce on Nova, and like Cyrax, people like Cyrax too. It's just hilarious. Much credit to these people, because like they go in on what he eats, his house, you know, when he leaves the house, they're on him. They're constantly in the lives, getting on him. They're, you know what I mean? They're literally checking his gameplay. Like, they will not let off a Nova, but it makes sense because of some of the things that he did online. With a lot of these locals, they won't stop until, you know, you can get them offline. So I think that's kind of the goal, is to irritate like people like Nova and Cyrax and Topikachu or something like that so much until they just get offline.
A big fuck noise when he dies. Which, you know, that's more of that, Nova. And you guys got to hear it a few times in the beginning there, but whenever he bans someone from his chat, he refers to it as taking them to Pound Town. He thinks this is like a big joke that all of his chat gets behind, and they're like, haha, Nova, you got him, take him to Pound Town. But no, like, again, 99% of the time, the people he's taking to quote-unquote Pound Town are saying, hey, dude, why are you such a creepy internet predator? Like, hey, dude, like, you ever gonna stop talking to minors? And in his mind, you're getting sent to Pound Town. I don't do that, despite the fact that I've been caught doing that many times.
No, y'all are just trying to piss me the fuck off. Sick of people impersonating me. Should have done this at the fucking start. Get sent to Pound Town. And if I stop uploading on TikTok all of a sudden, like a week no upload, it means I quit. Although I can't really afford to quit. And there he is. He is ban evading. I swear to God, these trolls are pathetic. Fucking pathetic.
Oh, Nova is not good at Fortnite.
Fuck you. Someone is clearly
Yeah,
trying to
Nova's
piss me off.
not good at Fortnite. Clearly.
Once again, no one wants to hire me. I've given up. I've applied for everywhere I'm qualified for. No one, so I've given up. Fuck you!
Well, the first step to finding a job is to never give up on your job search. And also, too, Nova should know now we actually live in the day of work from home. Like even some stuff, work where you can get on the phone lines and stuff. A lot of companies will set that up. So just because you didn't get everywhere in your area doesn't even mean the search is done. I bet Nova didn't even go to Indeed. I bet he was probably like, yeah, there's like a shopping center or something like that, or a little strip mall like down the street. He probably rode his bike and went to that like 5, 6, 7 places. 6, 7, yeah, I know. And then like he was probably like, all right, well, that's everywhere that I can reach with my bike. Oop-de-doo.
Well, I can't do DoorDash or Uber Eats. My bike is broken. And I don't have the money to repair it. Not even fucking McDonald's wants me. Crash out. Don't fucking crash out. It's probably Chin trying to piss me off. I've been updating my Indeed. Oh, shit. You just reminded me. I need to update my food handler's card. I need to update my food handler's card.
So he has been on Indeed.
Idaho, you don't need one unless you're a manager. But in Washington, you do need one. And you are being sent to Pound Town, mister. I am looking for work in other states. Fuck off, you!
He really cannot get a single thing going in one of these Fortnite games. He's fucking terrible.
That was bad.
And he's someone who spends like an absurd amount of money on this game just for the skins they have. And he's always got the newest, hottest Fortnite skin, but you know what he doesn't have? Money to fix his bike so that he can do DoorDash. Now, let's be honest here. I don't think anybody who lives in Nova's town wants this guy handling their food anyway, so it's probably for the best. But as someone who sits there and cries about not having a job all the time, like it's real easy for you to go get that bike fixed, but you just won't do it. And I think that's because he wants people on the internet to believe he's actually looking for a job. He wants his own mom to believe that. But in the meantime, he's really just going to sit on his ass and hope that everyone forgets about it and he can keep trying to make money by doing these awesome food review videos. He even mentioned the Chin universe while he was streaming, saying, oh, Chin's probably trolling me or something. He is obsessed with the Chin universe. Nova's been commenting on every one of Chin universe's uploads recently, like every single one too. Well, one of them he was the first commenter on. Nova is the biggest fan of the Chin universe.
Why are you being sent to Pound Town? Time to send someone to Pound Town. Smell you later, fucking loser. Smell you later, bitch. Not fucking funny. Not falling for it. Just ignore them and send them to Pound Town. No, you're not getting another Discord. I've learned.
Too. It's not like he's ever gone away. Him, White Bowser, all these creeps, even after getting outed for doing like predatory shit, they just can't stay away and they don't see the problem with it. And that's the really scary thing about someone like Nova. He just wants to sit here and get you to feel sorry for him by talking about his quote-unquote yeeting attempt, which, as Chin Universe put on the screen, was the time he squeezed his wrist. Like, what? Stop trying to use actual people who go through real shit with mental health and try to use it as a defense against yourself, Nova.
I did not kick my dog. Fuck off. Well, while you're at it, get sent to Pound Town.
Alright, so this is a video.
Oh man, not this now. Like, we just covered a girl literally putting her hands on her dog yesterday, and now we've already got another. I never even knew that. So we can add this to the extra list of things that people don't like Nova for. Oh man, he's really not helping himself. I was hoping after this weight loss journey he was going to change, make some changes in his life and become the content creator that he should be. It doesn't seem like that's going to happen, but yeah, that was awful. That was hard to watch.
I've heard about for a few weeks now, probably even over a month, and I hadn't seen it until right here when I'm recording this. That's the video that people are saying that Nova kicks his dog in. You can hear the dog barking behind him. He turns around, stomps hard as fuck, and you can't hear the dog barking anymore. Obviously, we can't see what happened there, so I'm not going to outright say he did it, but it just looks fucking horrible.
It does.
It's very reminiscent to the whole Hassan Piker situation, where it's clear that, like, Nova was streaming, the dog was bothering him, and he turned around. Maybe he just stomped next to the dog. I don't know. But the fact that he even like just did that on his stream says a lot about Nova. You couldn't just turn around and go, yo, bud, chill. Close the door, maybe let him go outside. Don't have him in the room at that point in time. Don't fucking turn around and scare the shit out of him or kick him if he actually did that. Knowing the type of person Nova is, though, and the way he's reacting to this person bringing it up in his chat, it doesn't look good for him because, look, when people bring up the Predator shit, he says, get sent to Pound Town, that's all false. And then this person brings up the dog thing, and he could have just gone, dude, that's a lie. Stop spreading rumors. But no, he's like, get to Pound Town. To Pound Town you go. Don't talk about that. Like, it's all weird.
I'm sorry, but it's true. My financial position is none of your business. Ever ask a woman her age, a man his salary, a math teacher if this will ever be useful in real life? No, I would not make a good doctor or nurse due to my autism. I am not joining Scientology. Now, who was saying I was shit Fortnite? Yeah, I kind of quit Roblox after all the allegations came out. Time to get sent to Pound Town. You're sent to Pound Town, too. Everything has been proven false with a lot of fake evidence. Fuck! Oh! They're still trolling, but never really watched Fish Tank before. But they invited me to be on the show.
Plenty of evidence proving that everything's fake. No, it's not, Nova. All of the stuff that people call you out for, the diaper shit, we were talking about it with minors, the baby first stuff, that Facebook group, show any proof that any of this was doctored. You can't, because you say it all the time, but you have no proof to back up your claims. Then he brings up the fact that he was invited onto Fish Tank. That look, I don't know if that's true or not, but I wouldn't be surprised if it is. No,
I don't know what Fish Tank is.
Be a big draw on that show, but he says he doesn't have the mental capacity or whatever it is for it. He knows he'd be trolled to high hell on that show, and it would be fun to see him there, I'm not gonna lie. That's where, watch, when he eventually gets kicked out of his mom's house, that's where he's gonna end up, in like some streamer situation, and it'll be a fucking mess just seeing this chome on the.
Oh gosh, they're gonna end up using him like how they use that guy Josh. You guys know Josh, the guy who's like always like panicking, and he's always like drunk, and he's always hanging out with like Ice Poseidon and stuff like that. But yeah, who knows? Maybe Nova will end up like that. I don't know. Nova seems like a different breed. Like Josh is more of the drinking outside kind of locale that you see him going crazy in public. Nova's kind of like, I want to stay in my bedroom and like eat pizza and like do wing reviews and play games. But hey guys, shout out to everybody that really tuned in for this one on Nova. We're gonna keep coming with these Nova updates. Just keep saying hey to me in the comments, show a like, throw a subscribe for more, all that good stuff. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into the next topic.